Hi, my name is Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs 12 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Genesis 39 verses 11 to 18. Here is the word of God. But one day when he went into the house to do his work and none of the men of the house was there in the house, she caught him by his garment saying, "Lie with me." But he left his garment in her hand and fled and got out of the house. And as soon as she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and had fled out of the house, she called to the men of her household and said to them, "See, he has brought among us a Hebrew to laugh at us. He came in to me to lie with me, and I cried out with a loud voice. And as soon as he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried out, he left his garment beside me and fled and got out of the house." Then she laid up his garment by her until his master came home. And she told him the same story, saying, "The Hebrew servant whom you have brought among us came in to me to laugh at me. But as soon as I lifted up my voice and cried, he left his garment beside me and fled out of the house." Genesis 39:11 to 18. Here's the poem I wrote inspired by those verses. Potiphar's wife accused Joseph. It angered Potiphar's wife that Joseph wouldn't sleep with her, so she grabbed Joseph to force him to lie with her, but Joseph fled. When he avoided her in haste, he left his garment which she used against him. His mistresses used that to lie to her husband and avenge Joseph's rejection. This caused Potiphar to believe his wife instead of hearing Joseph's out. Lies and deception continued to prevail in that Egyptian household. Here's my essay. In this account, we witness the work of the devil using Potiphar's wife as a host of demonic spirits. She has been obsessed with lust over Joseph. She would do anything to get him to lie with her, and when Joseph was able to resist her over and over again, she got so mad and got back at him. This is a manipulation tactic of the devil. Lies and twisting the truth were clearly the strategies used here against Joseph. It destroyed his master's trust in him and eroded that good relationship they had through that slander and malice that the mistress did. Reflection. How is slander and malice clearly a tactic of the enemy? And how can we be aware of the devil's lie strategies to tempt us to sin? Well, slander is a form of lies. People say if there's half truth, it's not truth. So when you try to omit something there's a half truth in what he said about the garment being left with her, but it's not the truth, because the truth was she got rejected after being denied to sleep with Joseph. But at the same time, she had to put a malice on that rejection, because she had to save herself. And this is clearly a tactic of the narcissist, or somebody who is all self-serving and all wanting to get their needs met. She had a need for sexual lust and she couldn't get it from Joseph. So she came up with the plot to revenge and avenge the rejection that Joseph did on her. So it is a clear tactic of the enemy, because that is the opposite of what God represents. God is truth. God is always having things open, out in the open, not hidden. And one of the clear tactic of the enemy is to hide. And when you slander, you're trying to tell something of somebody to another person to put down their character. And that was what she did to break the trust that her husband had for Joseph, so that she could punish him for rejecting her. So how can we be aware of the devil's lie strategies to tempt us to sin? First, we need to have a relationship with the Lord and grow our faith, and we must be able to fill our thoughts with the truth, so that when we see a lie, we could easily spot it, because lies can only be seen if we know the truth. If we don't know the truth, we will not know that something is a lie. So I encourage you to build your faith and have that longing and hunger for the Word of God, so that you will always be protected with the strategies of the enemy to put malice and to slander, somebody. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos. And if you haven't already, check over 3,000 videos I've done in the 12 years I've been doing it daily. So just type on Google or YouTube search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.